brain, aching, stiff, and sore. But I'm sure you don't want to feel like that anymore. No, let's break free. Let's break free. But first, I will let you see me. There we go. Yay! It's time for Sunday Skool. Let's double dose the school hats because, the unicorn part. Oh, hello, happy people. It is a wonderful day for Sunday Skool. Every day is a wonderful day to go to school. That's school with a K. Okay. And it says looks backwards. School looks. School books, school looks. Yes, it's an online platform, the new online platform for those of you that don't yet know, built around community engagement, free from the censorship of algorithms and sans the ads in your face all over the place. It is so refreshing to actually be able to see the posts people make, to actually be able to have conversations without being impeded by all that detritus, that unwelcome imagery that's fed to you, the drama of the feed. Hello. Thank you for joining. I am so happy you are here today. Omar, woo! Love it. Looking forward to whatever's next from you. It's always super exciting. From me, well, it is the Wise Revitalize PATH. That's right. It is official. The elite coaching mentorship mastermind offering is launched, and we are filling seats today. It is a 10-seat maximum, and I'm here to tell you a little bit more about that. You've heard about it in some of the past episodes. I've really been focused on kickstarting this project, and then I will have the freedom to bring on a lot more school creators and roundtables and things, but foundations first, folks. And after all, that is what I teach with the Wise Way, the Wise Life formula, is those foundations. And you can see my key offerings rolling across the bottom of the screen here right now feature this pain-free, is the free Revitalize site where you can come get your introductory training, hop on a Wise Win call with me and get some quick relief results and learn more from the posts, the content, and the connection with others. Connection, conversation, collaboration, sharing. That's what school is all about. That's what I am all about. That's what those of us on LinkedIn, Facebook, whatever platform you're joining us on, we'd love to share this knowledge, this information, and tips for actually implementing it. Because after all, you don't learn to ride a bicycle or swim or drive a car just by reading a book, right? Then learn to use your computer or your phone or whatever device you're joining on just by reading about how to use it. That might have helped you, but you learn by doing it, by diving in and putting the knowledge into knowing through action. Yes, that's the ticket. You got to do it. You got to do it some more. You got to do it again. You got to do it until you get better at it. You got to do it until it seems effortless. And that's what I'm here to help you do. Take this overwhelming healthy lifestyle. Oh my God, now I have to go to the gym. I have to do all this meal planning. I have to be careful at the grocery, make these lists. I have to wear these special outfits. I have to have these special gadgets. Cut all that crap. Cut the crap. Cut through the crap and just make the healthy lifestyle a part of you and how you move through life. That is the path of mastery. And that is where we take the Wise Way within. Set those foundations and begin to enjoy effortless energy, effortless health, effortless success, lifelong thriving. Yes. So if you feel like you've tried everything and nothing sticks and you still have this, bum back or these bad knees or this rotten shoulder or whatever it is you complain about that plagues you, and you just, You're buying into what the doctors feed you, that you're just getting older and you have arthritis. Well, that's BS. There's plenty of people older than you that feel, act, live, and move younger than you, whatever your age. It's all about the choices we make and how we move through this thing called life. The ultimate adventure, which, as we all know, is not always pretty, is not always pleasant, is rarely easy as much as we want it to be. So, resetting, reprogramming yourself, your behavior, your actions, your beliefs, your choices, the way you are being in what you are doing, is the way to make it all as effortless as possible. And I've simplified it down to the three pillars, the three legs of the stool: move, meal, and mind. When you've got those combined and you're balancing those with your choices, there aren't so many highs and lows. You can kind of go with the flow. Yeah, so much better. And I've put together a wonderful 12-week program to guide you through in a mentorship. It's not just courses, it's not just coaching, it's this unique combination in a personalized program, path programming, planning, action, training, habit. That's what makes it effortless eventually. The path of mastery. Yes, whatever it is you're doing. So I would love to introduce that to you. And if you haven't explored Skool yet, please come by. It's free to come see the platform. And there is so much there, from raising goats or bees to Bitcoin, crypto, stock trading, or building a school. Of course, there's a million communities about building a school. There are a lot of shallow funnels that direct you somewhere else to buying someone's courses. They're just like a lead page and opt-in. There are some that are only community threads of people having conversations, that the person that started the community is hardly even involved. The community members just have these conversations and grow about a topic they love to talk about. So there's a million different ways to use the platform, a million different communities to explore soon, right? And Sam is really on a mission to make that happen. And Alex Hormozy and Sam Ovens. Those are the two key players. This is Sam Ovens' project, and Alex Hormozy went all in. I'm sure you've seen the ads floating around with his school games. They're giving away cyber trucks now to motivate a lot more competition, to give people that juicy prize to go for, or that silly thing, depending. I mean, I've seen a few of them here in Folsom, California. There's Intel and there's a lot of other stuff going on. And there's quite a few Cybertrucks that I've seen, surprisingly. And I prefer the Rivian. It's a little more my speed, but I drive a really old Subaru right now. So, it gets me around town. It is a dependable vehicle, and I love it. My old boo. So if body aches and joint pain are holding you back from doing the things you love, or even from being fully productive in your work endeavors, in just building towards your dream life, designing your dream life, but I've got all these body aches, this tension, this stiff neck, this sore back, and oh, my joints just aching and my feet are barking, and I don't know, I can't go on, I have no energy to do anything about it. It's like, how many people do you know like that, right? That constant stream of complaining instead of the fresh bubbling energy like I have here right now. Let me tell you, I have some aches and pains too. I have that tendency to work too long on the computer and get hunched up, or I was holding my phone too much the past couple of days doing a lot of outreach to generate interest in the program. And, I have some wrist pains. I did that to me. My body isn't doing that to me. I did it with the way I was holding the phone, the way I was not being in what I was doing. I was in that brain space, fully consumed in the work inside the head, instead of aware that the position I was holding my body in was going to be creating greater and greater discomfort the longer I held that position. That's why they say now that sitting is the new smoking, but it is not. Sitting is not the new smoking. It's stagnation. It's that stillness. It's that lack of movement. Yesterday, I saw a post on LinkedIn from Emma Lovejoy about the past several years, like failure, success, failure, success, failure, success. And how, that's part of the journey. Most of us will talk about that. Entrepreneurs, creatives, coaches, the journey forward involves falling from the time we're learning to sit up, to stand up, to crawl, to walk. It's this ongoing cycle of attempts and failures and attempts and failures and attempts and failures. And failures aren't bad. They're fuel that moves you forward. You stumble, you fall, you get up, you go forward better, more informed, more resilient, stronger, more capable usually, unless you let it all beat you down, which is a choice that many fall into. So she said the only thing worse is not going anywhere, sitting still, not moving forward. It's hard, but that hardness is so much better than doing nothing, getting nowhere. She said it's like eating your own face. Like, who wants that? I don't want that. Do you? No. So let's have a look at what I've got set up over here. I'll go ahead and click this. By the way, today's Action for Happiness from the actionforhappiness.org monthly calendar for optimistic October. Happier and kinder together. Remind yourself that things can change for the better. Yes. And so can your outlook, your opinion, your view, your perspective. And that will help how things appear to you. So choose change. I'm here to help. Many other wonderful coaches on whatever platform you're joining me from are here to help. We're all here to help. And I'm passionate on my mission of creating a better world together as happier, healthier humans. Don't you know? Don't you know? Yes, indeed. All right. I'm working on sharing this screen, so bear with me. It's the pleasures of live video versus a scripted or a rehearsed VSL. This is just a live broadcast where I'm talking to you in a real one-to-one live way. Not a scripted presentation full of tiles or anything. Here we go. I managed to click the button instead of failing, as I've done many times, to efficiently project the screen. Lately, I've done a few of these because I've been on Zoom sometimes and Restream on others. And it's like on Restream here, you have to click the share tab and then it takes you to that tab. But you also have to go back to the dashboard and push that button to actually share. So that's why some of mine failed. And I was just talking along about the things I was looking at and nobody else was seeing them. Good times. Good times. So you can see now that we are at the calendar here. This is the Sunday Skool event that we're having right at the moment. And that's the link where you can join it on YouTube, which I will not do because it will create a feedback loop. Yes, when you arrive incognito, you'll be taken to, oh, look, I can do it right now. Can I share this screen? Share this tab instead. You'll be taken to a join screen like this, where you can join the group. You can upgrade to the Mastery Path I'm here to introduce you to today. You can click to start your school. I would recommend you book a meeting with me and let me walk you through that before you do, so you can maximize your 14-day free trial. That's right, 14-day free trial. And you can book that call with me right here. Super simple. Yes, imagine, if you will, waking up energized every day, feeling flexible, focused, and ready for success. There you go. Priceless. All day energy. Need to do some edits on that copy, but we'll get there. A little bit about, the three phases: attention, activation, and adaptation. We'll tell you a little bit more about what that actually means in a moment. Testimonial from Lonnie Ray. She was in Tennessee. I was here in California, and still one suggestion, and her shoulder felt so much better. You could feel better too. Just book a call with me, Wendy. See, Dopamine Queen says, if you have back or neck pain, I am the go-to person. And it is a great opportunity to get those quick relief tips when we have a one-to-one call. So if you're interested in less pain, more energy, and enjoying fun-loving freedom, it's time for Wise Vitality. So what do you say? Are you ready today to get wise and revitalize? I know I feel like a car salesman. I dipped into advertising mode. I actually worked in radio briefly. Did you know that? Here is a little tidbit. Oh, my screen share went away when I closed that, didn't I? I have to do it over again. I worked in radio on Long Island in the 90s. It was a station WBAZ out in Greenport. I lived in Orient Point at the end, where it was just a hop, skip, and a jump over the water to Plum Island Animal Disease Research Center. The one they offered Hannibal Lecter in Silence of the Lambs. Yeah, that was just off the coast. I got Lyme disease while I lived out there. I had the bullseye, and went on the medication and stayed out of the sun, because the guy at the gas station was permanently red from not staying out of the sun when he had been on the series of antibiotics to kick that Lyme disease. But I'm rambling now, but yes, WBAZ, your light on the bays, the home of your favorite soft hits. See, I still chuckle. I got to say that on air. And here we are back at Revitalize. After the about screen, when you come in, after you join, you'll come to the community, where it will tell you, oh, we're live Sunday Skool. You still have this menu here, and you have the settings where you can hop in and change your settings. You can also do that on your profile, change your settings, edit your profile there, see the groups you're in, change your email, all that good stuff. But we're not here for a school tutorial today. I'm not here to tell you how to get the cat. No, you can find out if you book a call with me. We can get a little funky right now. I know, not on top of the lounge music, maybe. Ah, gangsta. Let's make it. There you go, Wendy. Squirrel. And I haven't had any coffee yet today. Can you believe it? So these are the different conversation, discussion tab categories: wins, Q&A, gems. Those might change as we grow and as we find other paths that we wish to pursue. It's a very collaborative platform and environment where the communities, some of them have no idea what they're going to be about when they start. In fact, Alex, they provide a script that says that you can just copy paste and send to people. It says, hey, I just started this new community and I don't know what it's going to be about, but I'm going to start charging soon. So if you want to get in for free and stay for free, well, then come join us. And here's the link. And, the first 3 people that you get to join, you unlock the gold treasure chest of one-day recordings and masterminds and Q&As with Alex Hormozy that are just mind-blowing treasure chests, indeed, of information and insights. And my mind is just shattered. Anyhow, back to this community. Revitalize the pain-free path. This has had some different names. You can rename it as much as you want. You can only change your custom URL once, though. That's the http school.com/pain-free for this site, or revitalize for the other. So you can see there's pin post, the welcome post, different members, introduce yourself, etc., etc. And the classroom, where you can get your free training, some school training here, the pain-free vitality path, the preview, the intro course, some resources that have some wonderful guides. This is all free, folks. Saturday I do Saturday sessions, a weekly wise kind of webinar thing. And there's tons of stuff here. There's some guides. I'll put some more in there. And there's not too much stuff. There's just enough to get you informed. There are links to my podcasts that are coming and a couple of products, Beamer, and some tools and training for your feet. Yes, very good. A discount code. Who doesn't love that? The Wise Life formula here, Move Meal Mind with attention, activation, adaptation, the foundations and the phases you move through to be happier, healthier humans. That's me and you when we choose to be that way. So there you have it. That's the free group. You can come and join right now, today. See you in there. This is what I'm launching now. The 3 simple steps in this program. Revitalize the Mastery Path, right? Revitalize Mastery Path. Health equals wealth. You can feel fabulous. Now, this is a little bit more expensive than free, isn't it? But if your health's worth $10 a day, isn't it? I mean, a hospital, let's see where my metrics went that I sent. I can quote you some numbers, but let me tell you more about those 3 pillar phases and why they're important. What it actually means: attention, activation, adaptation. What's that mean, Wendy? Oh, that's nice. That's nice. Well, attention, you're aware that there's something there. Oh, my back, my knees. Yeah, well, I'll take some pills. Let's have another shot and get through it and whatever. But that doesn't create lasting change, does it? No, it just creates the need for more shots, more medication, potentially surgeries, which create the need often for more surgeries. So it's a downward spiral, the way we think about, address, and treat or don't treat our pains. They're signals to get your attention, which, when we don't give them that attention, creates further dysfunction and dismay. This is where not having the coffee is interfering with my ability to function efficiently. Please hold while I locate this information that I should have on a sheet right here. But I looked in the wrong place. Ha! There, I got it. Thanks for being so patient. If stress is wrecking your focus and productivity, body aches are interfering with doing what you love, and you've tried everything, but nothing sticks. You can get less pain, more energy without wasting more time, more money on those quick fixes that don't last. Limited availability, 10. Only $36.50 per year. Now, why would I want to join for a year if the program's 12 weeks, Wendy? You can do that for $3,000 at $9.99 a month. But the reason you want to do it for the $10 a day of the annual membership, the annual journey, the annual practice, is because this is the mastery path. How did I begin today? I began talking about how you can't learn to swim or ride a bike or drive a car or use the computer by reading a book. You have to do it. You have to do it again. You have to do it some more. You have to do it wrong. You have to do it a little bit better until you can do it without even thinking about it. So the 12 weeks really is reprogramming you, resetting, refreshing, renewing your operating system, and then to keep going, it's far more efficient if you're around people on the same path, right? Than people that have been doing other things, that do things in other ways, that have been working some other program, right? You make strides when you're a mastermind of the folks that are of a mind of you working towards similar goals. So that's why you want the annual path, the access to my over 3 decades of professional skill and experience working with people, helping them move through life more efficiently. Over 3 decades of personal experience, failing, coming at it again, getting better. Personal experience of deterioration in my 40s and losing it, literally falling apart and putting myself back together to be today younger than I've been in my 30s or 40s in every way except for chronologically. And by 65, I plan to have mastered some fun movement skills, not quite parkour-y and not quite American Ninja type stuff, but very fun physical body weight, kind of calisthenic-y, ninja-like, but not ninja-like, just fun, playful movement skills that I've never in my entire life been able to master. I'm on the path of installing that capability now with a goal to be strongest, most agile ever in my entire life by 65. That's going to be pretty exciting. I'm going to be set to be traveling the globe, speaking, presenting about my books, training others on this mastery path, this Wise Revitalize program. So I would love for you to come along. There's not much in the community yet because it's brand new. We're really just gathering folks today, the elite 10, the handful of, here's that message I was talking about. I just started this awesome group. I don't know what it's about yet, but I'm going to be charging for it soon. So I'm inviting the first few members in free for life as founding members. If you want in, join here. And then once you've got the 3, see how you can just copy and paste it right there. Click, send it off. And then you get to unlock Hormozy. You click that. And did I do the thing again? I was sharing the wrong screen. I've been talking about the wrong screen the entire time. What were you looking at? Yeah, you were looking at the Wise Life formula. That's all right. Anyhow, let's go back so you can see the message. Share this tab instead, Wendy. Technology, there you go. This is the message in the Revitalize Mastery Path. And this is the screen I was looking at that you weren't seeing, that you can find at school.com/revitalize. I just get so passionate talking about things, and I still haven't gotten to the point of what are those 3 pillars really about, Wendy? Well, let's go back and talk about that. Yes. Don't have any water in this room either. Whee! So I'm going to pull this up. Let's share this tab instead. We'll get back here. And the attention phase is where we break free of the stress cycles, the tension patterns that we accumulate. And I do that by helping you look at your health history, take a little assessment of where you are currently, set up some tracking so that you'll have that gauge for when you feel like you're not making progress. You can look back at it. We dive into some of the limiting beliefs and how you view movement. Are you stuck in the diet and exercise mindset or more aware of how you're moving through life? We talk about that. Mindfulness, and we set some not just meditations, but cues for more mindful living, being more aware in the moments of your life. Because the reality is you're training yourself every minute of every day in the choices you make about how you either hang over the device and doom scroll or choose to join a mastery path or a free program like this with other people that are committed to change. It's very exciting stuff. I'm so excited. Let's see. So here's the metrics I was going to pull up. $10 a day. Did you know that average Americans spend, or Americans on average spend $12,000, nearly $13,000 per person annually on healthcare. And that's about $35 a day. So even if you're not one of the average, you're still spending probably $20 a day on healthcare, and you could be boosting your health and not needing to be spending all that for just $10 a day for a year of this amazing program with amazing people. A full day in a California hospital costs $3,700 or more. It's just the basic stay, right? What if you're in intensive care? That can get into the hundreds of thousands. Yeah. But you can join Revitalize today, paid in full, for just $36.50, $10 a day. Your health is your true wealth, right? We're going to break through those limiting beliefs and patterns, cut the crap on all three foundations: move, meal, and mind. Reclaim your resilience with restorative practices. Yes. In the activation phase, right? The reset resilience phase, we install. I got lost there for a minute. Didn't I? I got lost. This is what happens when you don't have your coffee or your clarity. I was making this long post. Let me tell you about this long post I was making. It's about breaking through negative energy, because the past week, this is a total tangent away from the Revitalize, but it's relevant because I really fell into a pit of despair. I was dipping into deep depression about financial depletion. And my energy got really, really dark and negative. And even though I was going through the actions of, sharing positive content and sharing my positive message with the world, my energy had gotten super, super dark. And people could feel that. I lost some members of the Women's Wellness Network. One of them actually offered me support and offered to help, and then hit me with a price on a paid service. And that added to the weight. And then when they left, it was disheartening, and it added to the weight. And I was really on this downward spiral, right? And why am I telling you this? As someone who inspires positivity, I'm here to say that, it's not happy, healthy humans. It's about choosing to be happier and healthier, come what may, and honoring that we experience these dips and rises. And emotional management is something that I'm doing a lot of work on. I'm great with healthy habits and physical, intellectual guidance and all of that stuff. I've got that down. But this emotional management, learning to wrangle those in this, entrepreneurship, being a founder, growing businesses is not for the faint of heart. Otherwise, more people would be doing it instead of choosing to be employees. It's a rocky road. You see these people with these lifestyles, but it's hard work to get there, folks. And it's a lot of tears, a lot of trials and tribulations, and you've got to have the guts. Alex Hormozy made a post recently about it's not the smartest person that has the most successful business. It's the one with the guts to stick it out, to go through, to pick up the pieces and carry on. It's tough stuff. So it's a huge win to break free, to recognize that your energy is dipping, your mood is dipping. It's affecting the people around you. This is basic human connection, human interaction, human moving through the world stuff. It's not just about a yoga mat or a meditation class or a therapy session. It's about bringing these healthy practices and awareness of how you are in your head and in your body and in your heart, right? Being in what you're doing. So a lot more of that in the resilience phase, but let's go back once again, Wendy. See, this is how it goes. I called one version of this was the wise way wheel, and there were like 6 steps. You go through them again and again and again on the path to mastery, of life, because this is lifelong work. This is personal growth, personal development. You got to keep going. You don't just build your bicep and you're done. You stop ever having to lift weights or do exercise. You keep going. You keep growing. You keep yourself fit for life, right? Active longevity, the life you want to live. So in the attention phase, we break free by looking at where we are, by knowing how we are moving through life, looking at the behaviors. It's about breaking the stress cycles, figuring out what it is that's actually holding you back, because it's not just getting older and it's not just arthritis. Arthritis is a response to inefficient movement. I saw a post, I think this morning, from Jerome. He's one of the MoveNat instructors, and he was sharing the best advice he ever got for his like knee pain or something. It's like, it's not your knee pain. It's not your hip pain. It's not a back pain problem. It's a movement problem. It's inefficient movement. So we focus on these isolated things. Arthritis is a response to inefficient movement. The way you're not supporting your system properly, so your joints are grinding and then creating that inflammation and deterioration because of the way you're moving through, the choices you make in movement or not moving. Again, sitting is not the new smoking. Ancient cultures have been sitting for centuries on the ground where the energy is being balanced by planetary energies. We're bioelectric beings. We've cut ourselves off from that in these engineered environments with shoes and things, so we don't move naturally. More on that later. Ancient cultures sat for hours and hours and hours with their ankles, knees, hips, and spines flexing as they shifted position frequently. It's that stagnation that causes the inflammation that is the root of the disease that takes hold in your system, intricate ecosystems of your life. So breaking free with body scans, the 3 simple keys I talk about every single day on my Taming Your Tension Today show, which is back, folks. Yes, we took a break after 555 episodes, but it's back daily. You can catch all of those at youtube.com/@Taming Your Tension under the podcast tab, or on Spotify, LinkedIn, Facebook, and of course in the school community. Yay! So the 3 keys to reset anywhere, anytime are super simple. It's just not so easy to remember, right? You got to tune in. You got to pay attention. Yes, that's what true cost is, paying attention. But the cost of not paying attention is far greater. Are you ready for the 3 keys? Are you ready? Say you're ready. Say hello in the comments if you haven't, whichever platform you're joining from. Sunday Skool with Wendy S. Wiseman of Wiseman Integrity, based in Folsom, California. All right, key 1, breathe. It can be short like that. It can be deeper, only through the nose, or in through the nose, out through the mouth, stimulates the relaxation response. Or you can do lion's breath. Great for relieving anxiety and stress. You can choose, but it can be a quick burst. Breathing is a reset. It refreshes, renews, and revitalizes you. It removes waste and brings in fresh oxygen to stimulate the circulation that takes the groceries to the cells. All those processes, groceries in, garbage out. Refresh, renew, revitalize you with 1 simple step, breathe. 2 is smile. It's good for you and those around you. It actually releases feel-good hormones, endorphins, and changes your physiological state, even if you don't feel like smiling. It's a great thing to do. Key number 3 that is so super good for you is to enjoy. That's generate some joy. Dip into a memory, a thought, a sensation of something that you really love, that really lights the fire of gratitude, joy, that feel good. Oh, I can feel the energy prickling up and woo, just talking about it now. If I'm really down, I can think about Max, my dog's face when I come home. Oh, so excited, so full of love. I can think about going to the mountains. I can think about moments with my dad or my mom, or certain foods I love to eat sometimes if I'm hungry. The joy I have of my vision for the future of the Happier, Healthier Humans Foundation and the Wise Life Echo Haven retreat centers all over the world, traveling the world to share the message and inspire others, and the foundation will help others. I mean, that's really exciting for me. It's an inspiring vision that lights the flames, the fire, it helps you keep going. So learning to apply those more frequently, anywhere, anytime. Reset. Tune in so that you can adjust just by tuning in, bringing that awareness to that focused awareness to how you are being and what you're doing creates so much change. If that's the only thing you start doing, you're going to be doing great. Yeah. Of course, if you want to be doing better than great, if you want to achieve that effortless energy, that effortless health, that fun, loving freedom, well, let's keep going, right? Body scan snacks, you can take that a little deeper. When you do those 3 keys to reset, you can start to like just check the various head to toe, do a scan, see what your body's trying to tell you. Where's it sending you some signals? These little discomforts, twinges, stiffness, or those are little signals. You want to listen to the whisper before it becomes a scream. Unfortunately, we've normalized stress and pain culturally well, that's just the way life is. That's just, that's just life. That's just getting older. That's just doing the grinding yourself up, tearing yourself apart. It's part of life. That's how it goes. It's all downhill from that. So that's a belief. That's one way to look at it. It doesn't have to be the way you roll through. No, just by tuning in and tending to those signals, you attending you, yay! It's good because the longer you ignore them, let them go, dismiss them, the worse it's going to get, because it actually does grind you down, create deterioration, weaken structures so that they then tear, literally fall apart, just because you weren't paying attention, right? How many injuries have you had where it was because you were pushing through, going too fast, too tired, not paying attention to what you were doing? Right? So the more you can train yourself with these 3 keys to reset, to tune in and have these practices of awareness that become automatic and natural, the better off you're going to be throughout the years. Yeah. So foundations for ongoing success by creating awareness and intention in your daily living. That's how we break free with the attention phase. Now, the activation phase, we're going to crystallize and bring some of these practices, progress some of these practices on a personalized for you progress path, because each and every one of us has different needs on different days and different seasons of life. That's why you can't just go grab a diet. It might not be right for you. You can't just go do an exercise routine. That's why it's always recommended to consult with your professional, medical professional, care professional team before beginning a new diet or exercise program, because it might not be good for you. And I see people in my bodywork practice, massage and bodywork, and coaching and corrective exercise. It's a blend. It's an integrative practice based in Folsom, California. If you're local, come see me. People call me the muscle whisperer. They love it. They come to me because they've ended up tearing themselves apart, hurting themselves in their attempts to get healthy. And many of us do that. I've done that. I still do it sometimes. We're humans. We're silly human stress hoarders. Silly humans. This is where all my knots are. This is where I hold all my stress. Stop holding it. Shake it up. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. So movement snacks is one of the keys of the activation phase. Activating the transformation. That's phase 2, where we really start doing the work of changing how you move through life. Yeah. And you get 1-to-1 weekly sessions with me, 1-to-1 weekly sessions. Now, if you're the first person to enroll today, you're going to get 12 deep dive transformational life coaching sessions that really break the limiting beliefs, but more on that later. What else are we going to do in the activation phase? Well, it's the cut the crap phase, because your personalized programming is going to look at the 3 foundations: move, meal, and mind. So we'll look at where your eating can be improved, right? We'll look at where your movement and exercise can be improved. We'll look at where your thinking, thoughts, and minding. Are you mindful or are you mindful? The first has 2 L's: full, overflowing, anxiety, overwhelm, burnout. The other has flow, 1 L, flow. Easy, go with the flow. That doesn't mean there's not trouble. It means you honor the struggle and bring the joy and go with the flow without getting dragged away and drown. Right? So yes, that's the personal path, the cut the crap phase of activating transformation. And then once you get going, once you ignite that change, you accelerate, you go and, you may have experienced this. You're doing the workouts and then, something in life happens. You have a business trip or a family vacation or some life upheaval. And then you fall off track because you can't get to the gym or you can't do your regular routine. And so it just kind of fades into a memory. Instead of with our approach, it makes it a part of you so that no matter what you do, you're not dependent on these external things, these outfits, these places, these gadgets, these structured systems. Instead, you have the tools within you to shift and change come what may, so that you get your movement in, so that you can make the healthy eating choices, so that you are minding yourself in your life. And that brings us to the restoring resilience phase. Sorry, I was renaming that category a little bit. It didn't fit. I think that one might fit. Restore resilience. It's the adaptation phase. We look at rest and recovery, sleep and self-care, reframing negative thinking, because humans are prone to ant invasions, automatic negative thinking. They happen to even the greatest gurus. It's just that they watch them flow by, or they thank them for trying to protect. Thank you for trying to protect me, negative thought. It's not necessary right now. You may go, right? You don't have to buy into the drama. It's like on social media or with people you might know that are always stirring the drama. And they're always trying to get that reaction out of you, right? Because they thrive on that. You don't have to play those games. It's a choice. You set your boundaries. I don't need that right now. But that's a learned skill. We have to learn these things. So you set yourself up for success by preparing to overcome the obstacles that inevitably come your way. And that's part of the adaptation phase, the restore resilience. And then also, there's the gratitude, appreciation, thanks, and joy. The playful exploration that really makes life a much more enjoyable experience, that fun, loving freedom. So there you go. That's my long and rambling, not a VSL. Notice it's not really a video sales letter and not a scripted sales pitch, not a webinar with slides. It's just me talking to you about the program. So if you want to hop on a call with me and see how it might apply to you and make life better for you, and stop stress from killing your success in both your body and your business, let's have a conversation. You'll get a quick win on this quick relief reset on this Wise Win one-to-one call, where we just talk about some things you might do to break through to a better you. If you wonder what I'm doing, I'm standing on these. These are called the Soulmate. They're little balance beam kind of things that are good for foot restoration and actively restoring the muscles in the feet that go to sleep from shoes. So that's what this moving around is about. Keeps my spine supple, my joints supple, and it avoids that stagnation that creates so much discomfort and dis-ease. All right, so if you would like to know more, please come join the free community, pain-free, and then maybe explore this page of Revitalize Mastery and just have a conversation with me. Whatever platform you're on, yes, click it, Wendy, click it. There it is. This is Revitalize Mastery, 3 simple steps that I've rambled through. You can watch this replay and fast forward it to see any of the parts you might have missed of my rambling morning without coffee, without a morning walk. Wow, look at me. I've gone on almost an hour. I'm usually 30 minutes on my own. So there's only 10 available. And today there are incredible bonuses for the first 3 people that do the pay in full over Venmo or PayPal. To stop stress, fix pain, and feel fabulous without fads, gadgets, diets, and workouts. I do love my wordiness. Yes. So the first one will get 12 of the deep dive transformational breakthrough sessions. That's really a life coaching kind of session that takes you through deeper levels, subconscious barriers, and breaks through. It's life changing. I'm going through it right now with some other coaches. We practice on one another to be better. Your first client is you with this kind of work. And then you can share that wisdom and knowing, not just sharing knowledge with people, but bringing them to the knowing through exploration. So the first person's going to get 12 of those. The second person's going to get 6 of those. And the third person's going to get 3. Those are incredible bonuses that are worth more than this in and of themselves. So this is the beta program. This will be a $12,000 program next year. But right now you can get in for just $36.50. Lock that in. Stay for as many years as you want on the Mastery Path at that rate. $10 a day. Is investing in your healthy happiness worth $10 a day to you? Think about what's some of the crap that you spend $10 a day on. What kinds of subscriptions maybe you have to apps that you're not even using that are blowing that money away. Maybe you have a serious Starbucks habit and you spend like $12 or $15 a day there on sugar, getting your sugar fix. That's something that creates some stress cycles, right? It can be pricey. So health is the true wealth. And if you'd like to know more, please hit me up in the DMs. Drop WISE, W-I-S-E, in the comments, and I will let you know. I also have those 21-day pain solution programs. If you're not interested in the Mastery Path, you just want a little boost for your shoulder, your knee, your back, your neck, your feet, I have those programs, and I can get those to you with a coaching session to make sure you're kickstart your journey on those programs. And you can join the pain-free community at Revitalize School.com, pain-free. You can scan this QR code here and learn more about that and work with me in that community. If the Mastery Path isn't right for you, it's not right for everybody. You got to be committed. It's a lifelong process. It's a 12-week elite mentorship training. And then we go into the mastermind, the ongoing mastermind of working and growing together to ensure that we are living our best life. Don't you want to live your best life? I want to live my best life. I hope you want to live your best life too. I hope you are working on designing the dream life for you, because it's your life and nobody else can do it for you. So go on, have a wonderful rest of your weekend, rest of your day. Have a wonderful week next week or this week for some of you around the globe, whenever you're watching this, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, make it a great day the wise way. And I'll see you soon. Thanks for coming to Sunday